Where should I begin? My team play to win, no we get it in. Play the God, fucking with the pack, that'd be a sin. We was blessed with a couple things I cannot explain. Took his phone, hard to hook, and that just made me let it ring. Hear that blast, he like, what's the sound? Told him chop it down, yeah square, fill him up around. Know his metrics now, take him out, we won't make him wait. We will not be late, bro, hit my phone, asked him what's the code. Told him it's a date, got the drop, then we shut him down, open up shop. Seen a eye, kept it moving, homie, he ain't even stop. We don't walk to some music that was bumping down the block. Had to put away the pistol, I ain't fucking with the cop. Took a shot of the liquor, you should know what's in my cup. Got a team full of smokers, everybody rolling up. Seen a nigga bust a Yui, I ain't really give a fuck. Know I keep a shooter with me, I got Ray Ray in the cut.
Interesting. Good people, good people. Welcome back once again on another fine Wednesday at 9 p.m. If you don't already know, I am Trey Holiday, and this is the TraMatic Podcast, episode 141. As you know, and as always, I'm in the motherfucking building, and I'm with my motherfucking guys. Start with my player partner himself.
Shouts to Hootie Mac, Hootie Bang Bang from the Plain Gang. What's good?
We got my good brother in the building.
What's up, people? Vladdy, Louie. Happy to be here. What's up?
Amen to that. And as always, we got that big fella in the building.
Yo, chubby baby, chubby baby, chubby baby. Episode 141. Finna get active.
I got fellas feeling, bro. That was definitely one of the most untalkative pre-show tenures ever in the history of the TraMatic Podcast. So I just want to check on all my guys and make sure everybody doing all right on this good evening.
Yeah, I'm good. I actually couldn't hear anything. So it was like, I thought niggas just wasn't saying nothing for real. I was over here saying this shit for real.
I heard you say Lord Chris Brown.
Yeah, but I couldn't. I couldn't hear anything on the other end, so I had to go back and readjust my speakers and shit for real. And then I started hearing niggas. But niggas was quiet. Yeah.
Niggas was
quiet.
Brother Louie, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I ate right, and I predicted the future. I said, bro, this shit by the end of the night, bro. I can see it. You know what I mean? So I set the alarm, slept through the alarm. But something in my spirit got me up, yo, and I was able to be here with y'all, bros.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Shout out to the spirit. Hey, yo, shout out to the motherfucking text that just came through, you feel me? Before I get the chills, because you haven't been forgotten, but the shit just came through. You know, it is officially holiday season, you know what I'm saying? And preparing for the cookout, I reached out to my DJ a couple weeks ago and told me, you know, should be good. To me, it's like, you know, he forgot something related to the family, so he had to straighten things out. And I mean, probably maybe 2 weeks went by since then, you feel me? And just text me back and said, I forgot to tell you we all good, you feel me? I definitely started thinking, like, do I need to make a plan B, you feel me? But I don't. You know what I'm saying? Brother Chubbs, man, how you feeling on this fine evening, man?
I'm good. Part of the reason why I was quiet, I got this cousin that lives out of state, and all we do when we talk is argue.
You just got finished arguing.
I just got done arguing with the nigga. I'm a little exhausted, but I'm good though. I'm good.
Why would you do that on pod day?
Hey, yo, you need to invite that nigga on the pod, Joe. You feel me? Invite him on the pod, bro.
That nigga irritates me, but I love him to death. So, yeah, man. He irritates me, though, with these sports conversations we be having, man.
Hey, real quick, talking about text coming through, right? Right before I hopped on, my aunt texted me, my auntie, she texted me happy birthday for real, right before we came on. Now, you might be wondering, like, you know what I'm saying? My birthday is June the 2nd. Today is July the 2nd.
Yeah.
You feel me?
She got the date. The date, right. Not the month. But
and it's like, you know what I'm saying, 9 o'clock till half the day.
But
she
just remembered it.
She caught it before it was 12 o'clock. That's for sure. She caught it before 12.
But I ain't even gonna correct it, bro. I'ma just say thank you, bro.
Yeah, 1 for 2 ain't bad. She got the date right.
What about next year, though?
You know, see, I appreciate the birthday love, but it ain't mandatory. But I'm gonna just be expecting it on July 2nd next year. You know what I'm saying? Now July the 3rd come around next year and she ain't told me happy birthday, then I'm gonna be like, oh damn, you forgot about me.
Right. Tell her that. Then that open the door. You like, damn, auntie. Last year you was a month late. Now you a month and a day late.
Period and you still ain't get my shit.
You feel me? But that's how you open up the doors. You feel me? Yo, cause he what Chubb's talking about his cousin. You feel me? It made me think of my cousin. You feel me? Newport, yo. And I always tell niggas, man, Newport is probably like most liable to really know how to push my buttons out of everybody. You feel me? Out of everybody. And it makes sense because we didn't spend a lot of time together. You feel me? Yeah. But that nigga knows how to push my fucking buttons. You feel me? So I'm gonna pose the question to Louis and Hootie. Do you guys have a family member that you close to, but they also know exactly how to push your motherfucking buttons?
I don't.
Me either.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. You feel me?
See,
what up? Shout out to my nigga Phil.
It's a little different. You feel me? Like, I got a whole bunch of female cousins. I don't really got a whole lot of male cousins like that. So it's a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And the male cousins that I do got, like, that ain't our relationship. We tight, but that we got, you know what I'm saying? That ain't our relationship like that.
Yeah, I'm cool with all my male cousins.
Your family mostly women?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with all my male cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get impregnated. Niggas know Newport my nigga, so that definitely that I ain't cool with him.
No, but I mean, like, we don't really get into heated debates over stuff for real. Like, and they try sometimes. I just don't always engage for real, especially when it comes to stuff like religion and stuff like that. They be wanting to, I mean, push that religion on you. I mean, I'm a black Israelite or something like that for real. They be like, all right, cuz I hear you.
Shout out to my nigga Phil, you feel me? Apparently they be having the why did I get married moments, you feel me? He said his older brother get trash and start pulling all the family members' cards.
He one of them
Talking
type
about
niggas.
low blows, you feel me? That is that's dirty, you feel me? That's bad.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say, you feel me? Like a nigga don't take no low blows and jabs and shit. But nigga definitely, I know we done fucking this was back in the day, man. Newport got into it over fucking 2K, bro. Niggas was playing 2K. Or it might have been Madden, one of the two football games. You feel me? It was me, D, and Newport. We was on the system. We was Law franchise. We all on the same team. Somebody play quarterback, somebody play running back, somebody play receiver.
Okay.
And I guess this nigga Newport didn't want to play quarterback, and this shit turned into a beef. So we at the nigga D house. His family on vacation. So we staying there all week with the nigga D, you feel me? Niggas end up getting into it. I push this nigga Newport. He goes into the wall. Hole in the wall from his shoulder, you feel me? Terrible. Terrible situation. You feel me? Terrible situation.
How long, like, what age was that?
I probably want to say I was either in 12th or my first year out of school. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. It feel like it might have been 11th going to 12th, something like that. It was summertime.
I definitely had like a little one of them with one of my cousins though.
I seen on I don't know, like on social media or something for real. Like the kids now, all they could do is just fucking YouTube how to fix a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? And they just went and fixed that shit for the kids, especially if you got a week. They fixed that shit.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That shit crazy.
It wasn't none of that.
None of that. We had none of that.
I was reaching out like stepfather, like, yeah, you know somebody that fix walls. Like, man, that shit was bad. I felt, and then like a nigga ain't had no money, so I couldn't even really get it fixed. You feel me? It just was what it was. But good times, man. Good times in life. You feel me? How was you guys' weekend, man?
My weekend was cool. Yeah, my weekend was cool. Went to see Mr. Cooper, hanging with Mr. Cooper on Friday. That was cool, except for her opening that. I'm not opening, but the host. The host was some lady from DC or something, and she wasn't funny. She wasn't funny at all. Let me just say that. She wasn't funny at all.
Properly.
Nah. Then he say she knocked Mark Carey upside the head and scratched him with his ring, so he had a big ass bandage. He was up there performing with a bandage like this big on his motherfucking eye and shit. For real. That shit was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was cool.
Note why I'm thinking about it. My nigga Gucci said he seen you down there.
Yeah.
He said you had pretty good seats, but if you're ever coming down there, let him know he can probably get you some better seats.
Oh, all right, that's a bet. All right, that's a bet.
Just so you know. Chubbs, what you were saying, Chubbs?
Saturday it was a lot of fights on. It was and it was a night of MMA. So I went over with my brothers and we just watched the fights. It was a good time. That was about it, though. That's all I was saying. It was just a lot of fights on Saturday, and I was watching the fights with my brother.
I go get everything set up. Like I go get man chilling. I leave, go to the store real quick, go grab some stuff, get everything set up. See, come back, nigga Chubb's like, yeah, yo, I'm about to go to my brother's house. I said, God damn, nigga, I could have just chilled for real. You know what I mean? I thought niggas about to chill and watch the fight.
My bad. I had told him I was gonna go do that, so yeah, I had to spend some brother to brother time. That's all that was.
Why you ain't tell the homie you
all
was
good.
already chilling with that you was dipping?
Oh no, he was in and out of naps. I didn't know what his intention was. He was in and out of naps.
Okay.
It was a fight coming on later. I had, you know what I'm saying? Get some energy back.
There was some good fights too, wasn't it?
Yeah, they was cool.
There was some good ass fights.
Except for the last one. I fell asleep. I didn't make it through to the end of.
Yeah, that last one ain't last too long anyway. But the Jake Paul card is like one of the best boxing cards all year. Funny enough, it was knockouts all on that motherfucker. Everybody was getting knocked out on that card.
Everyone was a knockout.
Yeah, that's like the card of the year so far. Jake Paul and the Jake
Yeah, it was
Paul
on.
Cesar Chavez fight was bullshit, but the undercards were fire.
Yeah, I fell asleep on
Did
that.
you
I ain't make it through the whole fight.
Yeah, it was bullshit. It was on like
did
2
y'all
p.m.
did y'all see the resulting from that fight that Jake Paul has official cruiserweight ranking now, number 14?
I
Nah,
peeped
I
that.
ain't see that.
Yeah, I peeped that. A few days later, he got ranked.
So you gonna start fighting real fighters?
No, that's not the
He say he
blueprint.
trying to fight Anthony Joshua.
All right, that's a real fighter.
Yeah, I
That's a
think
real
Anthony
fighter.
Joshua, he not
That's
gonna
a
not
real
only knock
fighter.
him out the rankings, he gonna knock him out of boxing. That's
I was going to say, man, that nigga
nigga.
took that
Anthony
pain.
Joshua slept Francis Ngannou, and I don't got Jake Paul beating Francis Ngannou in a boxing match, personally.
That nigga just yapping, yo. He just talking.
Hell yeah.
Brother Louis, what's your
Yo,
weekend like, bro?
my shit was like, bro, I ain't do a whole lot. You know what I mean? Had to pull up on my grandmother. She had me
Shout out
running
to
mad.
Granny.
She had me running mad errands and shit. Then after that, that was pretty much a wrap for me. I was ready to chill after that.
I wish I could run errands for my grandmother.
I feel you, brother.
Niggas
Word.
did have me dragging though. I know I hate the dragon for real.
Was it a dragon?
Hell yeah, on Sunday. Niggas
Fucking
was up the dragon.
Saturday. Who the fuck you took the dragon with? Wow, you don't got shit.
Now I was up there with recent Goldie for her birthday. Reese said he was up there, so I just
Yeah.
pulled up. Yeah, so got a drink or two. But it was cool.
Oh,
It
you
was cool. It
need.
was chills. It wasn't too busy in there. It was chills. I still didn't get no food though.
Well,
You
you
know, I don't
said
like that
early, so
food.
that's a little bit different.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah, which is crazy. I love the dragon food. Give me that egg roll. Give me that stir fried rice. Give me the General Cho's bites. I don't fuck with like the American food though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is why I
What?
love this podcast. It's 4 different perspectives on different things. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Any and
all like the
everything.
same, any and everything. We don't like all like the same things. But still my nigga.
Well, yeah, I hope the dragon can never separate us, bro.
Never.
But this weekend was Yella, his mother annual white party and Sunday
White party.
brunch, you feel me? So did that on Saturday. Shout out to my nigga Gilla, my nigga Gucci. Shout out to my nigga Rod came in town for the festivities. Shout out to my nigga Tay. He pulled up for the post white party festivities, you know what I'm saying? Good time.
Shout out to Tay.
A
Tay
lot.
will pull up if you can.
Sure enough. Some live performances.
I seen that on IG. How was
I
that?
can't remember everybody. Yeah, it was nice, bro. The feature act was the Manhattans, you know what I'm saying? Then it had
Okay.
like I think the other three groups were like more or less like cover
Bands.
performances. Yeah. But good time. Good time. The weather wasn't too bad. Out in the pool afterwards, you feel me? Yeah. Good night, you feel me? Ended a little rough, you know what I'm saying? But I
Like
won't let that take away from the
how it
whole
usually like family function in rough or like glitty rough.
rough, like, you know, holiday don't disrespect people, which in
Mhm.
turn is why I don't like being disrespected, you feel me? And
Mhm.
you know, a young lady there definitely like, addressed me in the wrong way. And it's always crazy because it's like, yo, y'all see me out, bro. I don't need to talk to nobody I don't already know. You know what I'm saying? But if motherfuckers start socializing with me, like I socialize back, you feel me? So I just hate like when like people like kind of create this space that you feel is safe, like the joke and shit like that. And then like some shit might happen with their night, you feel me? And you don't know. So you feel me, still on some good vibes type of shit, and now they in a bad mood. So they respond to you crazy, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? I'm confused now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be liking that shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? So it's like, well, that's without getting into too much detail, because like it's crazy, because like, I mean, like the chick ended up being like somebody I fuck with peoples, you feel me? And I didn't even know they was like that. But it just got like real confusing. But I just didn't understand, like, I ain't say nothing to her crazy, you feel me? Like, whatever was going on with you, what was going on with you, but taking it out on me was totally unnecessary, you feel me? So that was like at the end of the night. I usually like crash at Gilla shit, you feel me? But like they was coming there, so I went the fuck home, you feel me? I went the fuck home. So that kind of like
Gotcha.
but then
Oh, they was
Sunday was
all
the brunch.
the chicks. Yeah.
The brunch, you feel me, was cool. Just started had a late though. Hot on Sunday. Hella bugs out. But food was good. Always good to be with the bros. Niggas hit the pool again. You know what I'm saying? I took it down kind of early on Sunday. I probably did like 8 o'clock. Came home, got some rest and shit. But all in
Okay.
all, good weekend. Got some good pictures out the deal. You know what I'm saying? And most importantly, that is probably now officially the start of like the celebratory season. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually like the week before 4th of July. Then you got 4th of July. Then you got Cheetah's birthday. Then you got my birthday. You feel me? So
Mhm.
it's lit. It's a great time to be alive. It is.
For sure.
Word of Louis, I know you had a slightly unpredictable day. You feel me? So did you have opportunity or have you established anything that you would like to offer to the community today?
So I definitely came across some words that I wanted to share with the people. I thought I had saved it, but when I went to look for it, I didn't see it. So I'm gonna have to get back with y'all on the wise words of the week.
Real life.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey man. Well, with that being said, you feel me? I take over for my brother Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you got some wise words?
Wise words of the week. You feel me? Something I know you feel me, we've all heard before, but hey, Sometimes you may forget and need to be reminded. You know what I'm saying? But the wise words that I offer for the week will be, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. That's what I'm going with.
Word. Shout out to
Yeah,
Aaliyah.
man.
Mhm.
Shout out to Aaliyah, you feel me? A lot of things going on in the social media realms today. Before we get to let me acknowledge my man, you feel me? Shout out to Whitey, aka Kevin, you feel me? Peace and love,
Cool.
podcast, you know what I'm saying? Keep it going. I appreciate you, brother, you feel me? Why did he say he want to come on the podcast one day, you feel me? You know what I mean? Why let me know when? I'm saying,
I'll
let me
bring
know
them on.
when, and you be more than welcome to jump on. You feel me? And just be a part of the conversation. That's why I be trying to tell niggas. You feel me? Like, you don't gotta like come and it be about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, that's fine. You can just come and be a part of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it's gonna do is just offer opportunity for more perspectives to be presented. You feel me? And if you didn't already know, and kind of as Brother Charles alluded to already, that's the purpose of the show. You know what I'm saying? But before I get to probably the most popular topic of the night, you feel me? I gotta speak on the NBA, right? A lot of shit going on in the NBA since last week when we was talking about who won the finals and who was getting drafted. Brother Lloyd did present some scandal to the group chat. So I will ask you to touch on that on a little bit, no Diddy, if you can still say that. But before I get to that, you know what I'm saying? Brother Chubbs, I wanted to holler at you. Chubbs, I really am like looking to you to be my basketball aficionado or the TraMatic podcast, you feel me? So when this shit going on in basketball, you feel me? I'm always coming to you first, you feel me? So out of all the things that you've seen since the off season has begun, and you can probably pick any topic outside of the scandal, you know what I'm saying? What is the most interesting thing you've seen thus far in the NBA free agency?
After all these moves that have been made so far, to me, Kevin Durant going to Houston. They were a number 2 seed without him, and now they got him. So I expect them to make a deep run into the playoffs with Kevin Durant. That's still the most intriguing thing. As far as like off the court, the Malik Beasley gambling scandal that we're probably going to talk about, that's a bit wild. But on the court, involving basketball, it's the Kevin Durant Houston Rockets. That's probably the most interesting thing this offseason so far to me.
So you're a believer in that acquisition for the Rockets?
Yeah, he's going to help them a lot.
Okay.
You wanna know what the only problem is though?
What's that?
Basically, I just put the curse back on Kevin Durant for real. So
He done won rings and everything since then, though.
where he
With
win
Golden
rings at?
State.
Yeah, he went without them niggas. I'm just saying. He's
He
won
won ring. He lifted the curse when he came to Golden State,
Right.
but he
I
just
ain't
That's
gonna
based out
reapplied the
from the
curse.
Bay.
He from the
I ain't
Bay.
gonna lie, yo.
He just
It's
reapplied
gonna
the curse.
be in my ideology, you feel me? And only time will tell. But if you put a curse on the nigga and then you lift it, you can't just put it back on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
got your ring already. You took
it's
it
already
off. It
been
was
done,
to your
bro.
benefit.
Everything's done,
You
man.
can't just put it back on a nigga all willy-nilly, no diddy. If you can still
They
say
got
that.
back.
You
They
feel
back to
me?
beefing, and then he just reapplied. They went back to having words. They was cool. And
I
now he said
don't think Lord B
Chris
got that
reapplied.
them powers no more, yo. I don't think he got them powers no more. Like the base guard was kind of like in a different frequency back then when he put the curse on him. Like
The curse is
now it's
currently
like
still on James Harden.
this the only thing we talking about, you feel me? I can't speak for James Harden, you feel me? He ain't never lifted the curse, you feel me? But once you lift
Still
the curse, you
currently.
can't just put it back on a nigga at your like.
How you feel? How you figure?
It's like, all right, yo, like you got your opportunity to curse the nigga, right? Boom, and then you lifted it. That's it, bro. You can't just keep on going back and forth with it, bro. It can't be that liberal. You feel me? We on curse, off curse, on curse. Nah, man, it can't be like that. You gotta be like one time, and then once you
I
lift it,
hear
it's lifted.
you.
You feel me?
I hear you. I'm just saying, if things go wrong in Houston, you know why. That's all I'm saying.
Just because he's there ain't gonna be guaranteed that they, win the championship like that. I just think that's a significant move, the most significant move so far, honestly.
It's either gonna go one or two ways. If they go out in the first round, or if they lose in the conference championship up 3-1. That brother's cursed.
Does it matter who they go up against if it's like that 3-1 situation?
Don't matter. Don't matter.
I think it do.
Why?
Because what
You
if
only
it's
need
against
one game out of 3.
What if it's against OKC? OKC can come back down from that sort of deficit. They're pretty good.
Maybe.
And he's blown a 3-1 lead before. And like he did it before.
Because he was cursed.
So let me ask a quick question. So he lifted it when he was on the Warriors. Like, he didn't put it back on him when he left. Like, the nigga just been playing for the last few years, uncursed.
No, he was letting them live.
Like, he hasn't won since Golden State. I understand that, but I mean, the nigga ain't like, he just been doing him since he left. Still a bucket.
I don't even know how Lord B at this point in his life deserved to be able to put curses on niggas. That's really what I'm saying. Like if he was still like popping, I would like have way more respect for the idea of the curse being back on. But it's like we haven't heard nothing from. I don't even know what he looked like right now.
He still got a cool following though.
He looked like the prettiest bitch alive.
Plus 60 pounds. Plus about 60 pounds to him.
No, that's funny.
So
but yeah,
like,
we talking about Lil B.
I know that might be a nigga's like slogan for itself, but I don't know, Lord. No, that was real. But on a day like today, a day of celebration, I'm letting that ride.
It was very appropriate, right?
You know what I mean? I was just quoting what the nigga says.
Yeah, you should have put it in quotes. I mean, you just know for next time. It's all good though. Outside of that,
I thought that was funny that they had the exchange and then he said the curse is back on and we see what happens.
Only time will tell, bro. Only time will tell. What you got, Hoodie? Anything you found interesting in this early NBA offseason?
Ayton going to the Lakers.
Yeah. I just seen that
was
earlier.
Interesting. Yeah. Dame getting waived was mad interesting for real because he got that Stevie Francis package where he can go home and just rest up and get paid millions and millions of dollars year after year.
I mean, Dame want ball.
He still can. They still gonna pay him. But he ain't got a rush. He ain't got a rush to get back.
They could get in time and a half.
Time and a half.
So I've seen Portland, Golden State, Miami. I think I've seen the Lakers, but I don't know now. They got 8. But are there any like prospective places you might see Dan going, or what you think might be a good fit? Including the fact that he currently injured.
I would say like Detroit.
What you like about Detroit?
Detroit can use a Dame. They already a team that's already kind of like on a rise. They
Yeah.
got one star, and Cade. Cade don't necessarily have to be the one. He can do other things. He can rebound. He can assist. You feel me? They're a tough, rugged team, and
You feel
they
like
don't
Dame play style
necessarily.
fit that?
Yeah, because he can just kind of like come and just kind of just get buckets. He don't necessarily have to come on that team and be, you know what I'm saying, the focal point. Like if they need to like center around Cade, they can. And don't they got one of the Thompson brothers over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, they definitely good. And Durant definitely he good. He good for what I mean, at least trying to protect the paint, get rebounds and shit. So that's a good spot. They probably can
You think,
afford him.
Louis?
Uh, I like Minnesota replacing Mike
Not
Conley.
bad. Yeah, it's
You know
not
what I'm
bad.
saying? He better than Mike
Right.
Conley. I think that's cool. That can help out Ed as
Hmm.
another shooter, another clutch shot maker. He better than Mike Conley. So I thought
Facts.
that was cool. I seen the Lakers. Nah, I'm good on that.
I'm good
Golden
on that.
Golden State, like, might be
Maybe.
fun. It might be fun and interesting, but I don't really got them winning. And then the other thing I seen, because I think he could win in Minnesota. I think they could win for
Yeah, I
real.
believe that.
Then the other one I saw was, you know what I'm saying? Once Boston, finished breaking that down, they just rebuilt it with Tatum, Dame, Brown, and Derek White. That
I
might be
see that.
cool.
Dubs, you got an opinion on this situation?
Yeah, I think Minnesota and Golden State. I'm there at this point. Miami, third team, but Minnesota, Golden State, really Minnesota. They need exactly what you can bring to a team, and that's
Exactly.
all they're missing as far as their lineup goes is a threat at point guard. OKC sent the double team at Anthony Edwards in the conference finals and turned him into a passing shooting guard. He's the only one that can create
Wow.
offense on that team.
I'm gonna go on record and say this. Me personally, I wouldn't really want him on the team. But if he ends up on the team and it works out, I will be happy as if I never said this.
You know Dame and Ant,
Straight
you know
up.
what I mean? Adidas brothers, so they might work something
That's
out.
the ideal spot for him. A team that can. They've been to the last 2 conference finals, so they're a point guard away to me.
The crazy thing is, like, I feel like I ain't even seen Dame in a while. You know what I'm saying? So maybe like that's why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really know how to like view his game and what he would like bring to the team. So for some reason in my mind, I got this feeling like you're gonna want the ball and it's gonna be a conflict. You feel me? If it's like a another star. And that could be completely wrong. I don't know why I'm feeling that way, but that's just how I feel when I hear it.
Well, he has like playing with Giannis, he kind of been like a shell of himself. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that had anything to really do with injuries and broken hearts and shit like that for real. Cause you know
Nah,
that nigga Dame.
he would be able. I don't think that he would come in trying to hoop like that. One, he's better than Connolly, so it's like, yeah, I mean, you upgrading the team. But two, like he done played with CJ McCollum. He done played with other, like he shared the ball. He ain't no James Harden, Russell Westbrook type of nigga. He gonna get
Yeah,
That's
his.
fact.
And
And but
yeah,
see
cause
how you went
he was
back to
getting a lot of
Portland, and it's
assists.
like I ain't seen
He
him in a while. You feel me? Like that's
yeah,
kind of like that
he was
kind of
getting a
like
lot
go
of
right to what I'm
assists.
saying.
He was getting a lot of assists in Milwaukee. So he was sharing the rock for real. Like he would get
he
a lot
not.
of
Yeah, man.
assists.
Yeah, he not no ball hawker type.
He
Anything
just
that's
wasn't
gonna make
scoring a lot
the
consistently, like 30
Timberwolves
points.
a better team, I'm with it.
Say that again.
I'm with that shit. Anything that's gonna make the Timberwolves a better team, I'm with that shit.
Trey Rudy.
The big COVID.
They ain't gonna do
Hey,
that.
The
but
big
they're,
COVID.
they're gonna have no defense if that happens. He actually serves a purpose. Unfortunately, they're gonna have no defense if that happens.
But at the same time, y'all can't score enough points because he always in the way.
Yeah, but if I could
Yeah,
get like
but
a game
you
Lillard,
going home.
but if I could get a game though, give
You're
me
not gonna be
20.
able to do that.
Then he could sit the damn bench, and I could just bring Nas Reed, or we could just go small or whatever, like Nas Reed, Randall, and three guards. You can sit on the bench,
Yo,
bro.
can I be straight up? Like
He
last
holding
year,
them back to
Nas
me.
Reed playoffs. Yeah, you found me. He was on point. This year, Nas Reed playoff, I didn't get the same vibe from him. I didn't get the
He had
same
to do
vibe.
more.
Feel
He
me?
had to do more. He had to play more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
You know
like,
who we
yo,
should have got?
Rudy, you can't play Rudy against everybody, especially if he's not going to dominate the boards.
And your point guard is a non-factor. Your point guard is a
So your one
non-factor.
and your five don't score. Your
Can't have
one
two
and your
What team we
five,
non-factors.
talking about again?
Minnesota.
Minnesota
Oh
can't
yeah,
have
Mike
two
yeah.
Conley don't
non-factors.
score, and Rudy Gobert don't score. So that's
Can't
just
have
too
two
much pressure
non-factors.
on Ant. That's too much pressure on, you know what I'm saying, all these other guys to perform excellent every single night.
Why he should go there?
They need help. And
Interesting.
that's why I was like, yo, get some other assets for him. Let somebody else become a deeper team,
All right, look.
hopefully.
So before we, so I almost forgot about the scandal. You feel me? So before we go to that, I do want to ask one thing. You feel me? Pertaining to the draft. You feel me? Um, I guess there's a lot of conversation about the dude Ace Bailey, I believe.
Yeah.
Turned down workouts from several teams, from what I'm hearing. Um, he showed up in Utah, but maybe didn't really want to be there. That's why he didn't attend their little workout session. Then I seen a guy from who was drafted by, I think he's from Florida, drafted by the Toronto Raptors. It's a clip going like viral of him kind of saying like fuck after being drafted by the Raptors. And I'm just like, I'm kind of looking at this shit, and it's like, bro, like I remember a time, yo, where niggas just was happy to be able to make it to the NBA. You feel me?
Hmm.
And like seeing these niggas like, I'm not going to work out for this team. I'm mad because I got drafted. It's like, what, like, why do y'all think like this is a situation? You feel me? And do you think it's like affecting the game overall with these kind of like mindsets?
They millionaires, bro. They already millionaires. It's not like when back in the day when the nigga got drafted, he knew he was about to move his mama out the hood. These niggas' mamas already been moved out the hood since they got to college. They got the money and they just, you feel me? They kind of smelling themselves a little bit. That's what's going on. You know how young kids be. We were young once.
No, NIL.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I definitely think that the NIL fact is, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, factored into the overall general idea, like that these niggas is like who he said they not. This ain't niggas happy. This their dream, but this ain't the break that it used to be. Like this
Right.
is yes, you know what I mean. Like you said, niggas already got their money, but it was Toronto and it was Utah. I mean, niggas been not wanting to go to Toronto and Utah for a long time.
But
Niggas,
yo, like
niggas been ain't wanted to go there.
that. But I mean, at the same time, you can go be fucking Vince Carter. You can go be the best thing. You know what I'm saying? At Toronto,
Yeah.
niggas don't be thinking about that.
I
Like
mean,
nigga,
listen, they going to tax you twice. You getting taxed by America, and you gonna get taxed by Canada. You gotta go through customs all the time.
all the
You got,
time.
you gotta live in the goddamn fucking cold. You far shit away from your family. Like, I get it, but
Yeah,
it's probably not niggas first. You know what I mean? Destination that they want to go to.
but you knew it was a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
But my nigga, like, if it was go to this team, and I get it, you feel me? Like, of course, if they didn't go to that team, they would go somewhere else because they talented players, you feel me? But it's definitely guys out there who just want an opportunity to be in the league, you feel me? And like I get the money and all that shit, you feel me? But it's niggas who didn't get the NIL, you feel me? That's hungry, you feel me? That could be better than you. You know what I'm saying? They could be better than you. And it just feel like, yo, the shit just seem a little ungrateful, you feel me, of the opportunity, regardless of what team it is, you feel me? Like, all right, you gonna have your picks, but at the end of the day, like, I guess, like, I think, was it just, I'm not sure if it was Hootie or Louis said it, but I guess, like, on the Vince Carter shit, bro, like, yo, go be great wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, who your guy? Hootie LaMelo? That's his
Yeah,
name right now. Yeah, it's LaMelo,
yeah,
right.
that's his name.
You know what I'm saying? Like, send that nigga to the Hornets, you feel me? Like, all right, maybe, like, you won't win right
We about to
away.
free him now.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, if a team see that you really like that, they'll at least try to put some shit around you. It's unless your name LeBron in Cleveland the first time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
I think I
I
think
don't
That's
know.
cat.
some of it is like situational though. These are trash ass situations. Now the hungry players that you're alluding to, yeah, they're gonna get drafted holiday from 11 down to 20. If I'm a top prospect from that 1 to 5, in this era, I didn't see players go to wherever the fuck they want to go, force their way out of shit. If I can try to make some shit happen myself, then I'm gonna try to make shit happen myself. Now, the part where I don't agree with is turning down visits and shit like that and workouts. Because the league will show you, and I think that's kind of what happened to Ace Bailey turning down them workouts. Like, yeah, you may not
They
want to
will
be
show you.
work out anyway, because the league will show you, oh, okay, you want to pull that move? Take your ass down Utah. Figure it out there,
We
bro.
all we all know they collude. They just did it. They
They're
just did it to
gonna
my man Lamar a couple years ago. They all collude. So don't play with
That's a bit.
yeah,
That's a
the hungry
big
guys get drafted,
topic.
but if you a top prospect like how Ace Bailey was, you could try to force your way to some shit if you got that type of cachet, but it
I
ain't
don't
gonna
think
work. just because you try
You
to filter.
don't. I don't think none of these niggas be having that much cachet that early unless you the number one nigga. Like if the number one guy was saying like, "Yo, I'm not playing for your team," and even we had that situation with Zion. Zion did not want to go to New Orleans,
Should have
but
screamed him out.
you know where he playing at? Fucking New
New
Orleans,
Orleans,
bro.
still. Hey
Still,
yo, hey yo, listen. Hey, listen. Real quick, yo. For niggas who fight for, I guess the people don't know, y'all hear me talk about the Timberwolves, like, yeah, that's my team. You feel me? Sure enough. But when it comes to basketball, I'm definitely like a fan by a player. And Anthony Edwards is my favorite player right now, so I'm rooting for the team you're on, of course. You feel me? Now, most people not gonna know the Pelicans was recently my team, you feel me? Because I fuck with Brandon Ingram, you feel me? Now, last week I was saying on the show, like I really wanted the Wizards, you feel me, to draft Derek Queen, you feel me? And if they did so, I was gonna start putting my fandom behind the Wizards, you feel me? Splitting though, because you know what I mean, Ant-Man still. But then Derek Queen got drafted by Atlanta, you feel me? But then he got traded to the Pelicans. I'm not saying I'm going back, but I'm interested. You feel me?
Hey, but
oh,
look, as you was going through that whole little thing, and I was just thinking about some of the players that you was talking about and some of the destinations that they in. That's all the more important. Wise, like yo, when you get drafted matters a lot, yo, with a lot of certain
yeah.
people's development, bro.
That's the last place.
Who the stars? What type of system you going into? Like all that.
It's a
He does
lot
not
of
be in New
horribly
Orleans,
run
bro.
organizations, bro, in
Facts.
basketball.
He does not
Yeah,
need.
that's
Like
that's
yo,
a whole different topic. That's respect though. Respect.
yo, I just seen something
Respect.
earlier where Boogie Cousins was talking about Sacramento, and he was talking about how they had bag lunches for
Mhm.
them niggas for real.
Mhm.
Terrible facilities. Like yo, what the hell, y'all NBA, y'all charge niggas hella fucking money to come watch these games.
Like, I was just thinking, like when you was talking about Lamelo, and like Golden State passed on him, and then
Yeah,
he fell to Charlotte. If Lamelo was in Golden State, lining up under them veterans and playing in important games and playing in playoff games with champions,
yeah. They will be contenders every year again.
but what that would just do for him individually as a player too. You feel me?
Facts. And that's why he's still down there. Like, I don't mind him
Bullshitting,
still
shooting
doing the
one-legged jumpers.
antics. I don't mind him still doing it because you know what else? You know what he gonna do? And why I fuck with LaMelo Ball? That motherfucker's an entertainer. He's at least gonna entertain me as I watch this basketball game. He gonna do something that professional basketball players supposed to do. Something that normal niggas ain't doing. He gonna do it. And that's why I fuck with LaMelo Ball for real, because he's very entertaining every single night. He's with the bullshit. Yeah, we ain't winning because my team is ass, but I'm with the bullshit. I'm about to, yeah, I mean, doing all the behind the back
Yo,
passes, behind the head. I'm about to shoot one legged threes from half court. Like he doing all that.
They ain't letting
so
him do.
like,
They ain't
so
letting him do none of that shit on a structured system. They ain't letting him do none of that shit barely.
But he can play in the structure system too. He just know he on some bullshit.
The thing is, when you're playing for a losing team and a losing situation is all you ever been in, eventually you get labeled a loser.
That's why his
That's
pops trying to
unfortunate
get him.
because
His
he's
pops
got
trying to get
talent,
him to the
but he got
Clippers.
to get the fuck up out of Charlotte, homie.
yeah,
His
that's a
pops trying
whole
to get him to the
different.
Clippers.
He got to get
I think that's when they go back to what niggas was saying as far as who you get drafted by. You feel me? Because it do
Hmm.
matter. You feel me? To an extent. But before we get to the scandal, I do want to say though, I feel like this most recent NBA finals, you feel me? I feel like it should be like an inspiration to niggas coming into the league. You feel me? Like if you like that, you can make something happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Indy, OAC, they call them like small market teams. You feel me? Now, Louis kind of trumped me when he brought in like the organization tip. You feel me? So I can't speak for how every organization is ran. You feel me? But outside of that, even though that shit does matter, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, the game still played on the court. You feel me? And it's like, yo, if I'm coming out, it's like, all right, yo, I'm about to go here and fucking be the man. You feel me? And like that, and it's gonna force niggas to.
But
Everybody don't have it though.
but also I was gonna say like, yo, also we watching niggas live reaction. The nigga might have been like, fuck, I wanted to go to Chicago, and then 8 seconds later is like, fuck it, I'm going to Toronto. This is my dream. You feel
Yeah.
me? We watching niggas live immediate reaction. It could have been a split second thing like, fuck, I thought I was going to Chicago. Alright, fuck it. Toronto. You know what I mean? Like it could have been that. We just don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
yo, I
nah,
respect
they
what you're
don't want they
saying.
don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. They
Nah,
want you to
yo,
be
come on,
grateful.
yo, come on, nah, yo.
Grateful that you got drafted.
I feel what you're saying, Lloyd. Feel what you're saying, but we also seen it, and niggas know what that fuck meant, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that fucking know.
It is different
I
fuck.
want to go
You
to
can't say
Chicago.
fuck different way.
That shit was fuck. You know what I'm saying? These niggas drafted me, yo. I did not want these niggas to draft. And yeah, you might have been 10 seconds later, like, at least I'm in the league. But you feel me? I like to think that was your first thought. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga,
I
to
like to
me, it
say,
sounded like that nigga was acting like he cracked out. Lost all his money
I
because he
don't
about to go
know.
to Toronto.
I
He
don't know.
definitely ain't gonna be making
Toronto
as
is a
much as he would have
championship
made
team.
anywhere else.
It's up to him. Nigga, you take Toronto to the motherfucking finals. Halliburton was the most underrated player last year, coming into this
That's what
year.
I'm saying, bro. Be Jalen Brunson, man. Be one of these niggas who just come in like, yo, you undeniable, bro. Cause
You
niggas do be
undeniable.
undeniable, yo. Niggas be undeniable. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you
That's the
can
only
be an
way we can rank
undeniable
y'all
nigga.
niggas.
But look,
How are we supposed to rank y'all niggas?
all them niggas you just said had to go to another team to do it though.
Who I
I
say?
get that.
You want me to
But
be
yo,
undeniable?
Yeah,
You
Brunson
want
and
me to be
Halliburton.
undeniable? Get me to an undeniable situation.
respect.
but yo,
Respect.
but the difference is Brunson was hooping in Dallas. All these niggas was still hooping. So it wasn't like, yo, they was bluffing and shit for real. Nah, it just that like yo, on the teams had some other things going on that they was trying to do. So they had to move some
This the
assets.
real question. This the real question. Yes, they might have, you feel me, been all on different teams. But we gotta go back and look at the tape. When they got drafted, wherever the fuck they got drafted to, was they like, fuck? Or was they just happy to be in the league and now they in a better situation because they kept putting in the work?
Facts.
Louis, let's get to the scandalous shit, bro. I know you sent some shit in the group chat. I ain't have an opportunity to read it, you feel me? So I'm 100% dependent on you to tell me what the fuck is going on with Malik Beasley, because I have no idea.
It's a few things
Has
going on.
ruined his life. That's what's going on with him. His life is ruined.
I tried to read some of the articles.
Niggas broke. He don't have no money. Shit is a bad thing, bro.
The nigga's still in the league.
Bro, okay, so listen. This is the most craziest thing about it. So the story dropped the day before free agency started. He had a $42 million contract lined up that he was going to sign when free agency started, and investigation dropped. So he was
Damn, he could
one
have took
day.
With
care of
who? With
all
who?
his affairs.
Would you
With
say
who?
Holiday?
You know what team?
Detroit, the team he was on.
Okay, okay.
He
So
a 3-point shooter.
right, he was
They
one.
need that.
He was about 8 hours from signing for 42 million when he when he 8 mil in the hole.
They
So
needed
he
him
was
bad
going.
on that team. They needed him bad.
He was about to. He probably was going to still fuck it all up again. But damn. But okay, so apparently this nigga. All right, so if you remember, Malik Beasley been in the league for a minute. If y'all remember, this is the nigga who left his wife for his teammate mother.
Hey yo, hey yo.
Remember he
I forgot about that. If I
right.
even really ever knew about that.
Remember he was busting lost to Pippen. So
Okay.
that's probably how
He
this all
was.
started. This probably all started because he cheated on his wife with his teammate mother, Pippen. His wife probably left him,
Okay.
took half, and put him on child support. That's probably
Yes.
that's how you lose millions of dollars. That's probably what happened.
Yes.
Fast.
Fast.
But now let's get to now. Now this nigga been living in Detroit, playing for the Pistons, wasn't paying no rent. Got sued by the rental company. They was garnishing his checks. An NBA nigga getting his checks garnished. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't paying rent. He owed his agent 650K. He owed uh, another firm that was whatever, like 2.5 million. This nigga was borrowing $1,000 like every other day from his barber and his dentist. So what I'm thinking is like he was borrowing 1,000 from the barber, then going to get 1,000 from the dentist, paying that, then going to get 1,000 from the barber, and then pay the 1,000 back to the dentist. But
He
like
was
yo, if you
robbing Peter to pay Paul.
but bro, my thing is, look, yo, you an NBA nigga. This is during the season. How you don't have $1,000 when you get in the check every week?
Cause like yo, like
Child support a
he
motherfucker.
and it's like depending on how much he owe, like the more he make, the more they take.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So look, he was probably getting child support coming out of his check. He was
They
getting the
was taking a
garnishment.
lot of
He was
money.
getting the garnishment for his rent coming out of his check. He was getting the garnishment from the agent coming out of his check, and he was getting the garnishment from his fucking firm coming out. Like, bro,
He was left with a regular person check.
Hey yo, I had to say something real quick, yo. Don't lose your thought, Lloyd. But like, yo, what Hootie said triggered me. You feel me? So
What was
like,
that?
I got garnishment. You feel me? Yo, and that shit is a percentage, right? Yo, we got our bonuses, yo.
shit, take your bonus right about you.
Nigga.
Hey yo, and like, you know, when you work the same amount of hours, your check generally around the same number. So when I'm seeing it come out, you feel me? It's like it's normally around the same numbers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Mm-mm.
seen that Gunner come out for that shit, bro, I was sick, bro. And that's the garnishment for helping a nigga get out of jail. You feel me? Just to keep it that simple. You feel me? And it's like, yo,
That shit
niggas
was
are
hurt.
finally like worked out a little situation. You know what I'm saying? But like one, like the nigga be having like employment issues, so it's not even consistent. You feel me? And like, yo, it's so much easier to just be like, all right, yo, just give me this. It wasn't even worth explaining, like, yo, my nigga, I got a bonus. And this shit took out double of this.
Double.
I just had
Double.
to eat it, bro. I just had to eat it, bro. That shit hurt, yo. That shit hurt. That garnishment on percentage, yo, is way different from a steady garnishment you already. And the steady shit, my nigga, like you don't need to think about it. It's gone. But a percentage, bro, like you can't even make more money to compensate for the money you losing. They getting more of it. Oh my God.
And make more
Oh my
money.
God. Oh my God.
Gotta make some more money
Oh my
elsewhere.
God.
Gotta do something else.
Yeah.
Malik
But
Beasley, bro.
bro, it's
Malik
just
Beasley, yo.
yeah, bro. Like if you read the article, like it was to the point where like it was like he borrowed money on March the 12th, borrowed another $1,000 on March the 14th, borrowed another $1,000 on March the 17th. Like yo, he was literally going to this nigga every other day, borrowing
He needed that
$1,000,
contract. He
bro.
needed that new
Oh,
contract.
you know what it was probably just like I don't like a thousand $1,000 to an NBA nigga. Probably like a nigga borrowing $20 every other day to
Yeah.
a regular person. So it's like it don't sound that crazy when it's like nigga borrowing $20. You feel me? He
But
fucked
it's
up,
crazy
but
that you
this
got
he
borrowed 20
tripping
every day though. That's crazy.
every day is crazy.
Yo, you hit me every other day like yo, let me order 20 real quick. Let me order 20 real quick.
But then it's like, all right, if it's like, yo, dude, to get through his day, he need 1,000. He need 1,000 to get through the day, to get
And then
something to
like
eat,
yo, I was
to get
wondering like bro,
back and forth to work, whatever.
but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like yo, he around all these other NBA niggas yo. I know his teammates had to know this yo. Like
He
yo,
could
this
have,
nigga don't never
yo,
got
it's
no
not,
bread.
yo, niggas be prideful as shit for real. He could have
Somebody
been
probably
hiding
help that
it,
nigga out, yo.
and he probably was hiding it one of those $1,000 for real. He was
Yeah.
hiding, you know what I'm saying? He was able to like, all right, whatever he needed to do, he was able to be there and be with the team and, you know what I'm saying, do whatever because he at least got 1,000. He can at least, you know what I mean, get something to eat. God damn, this shit crazy.
Casually loaning out $1,000 is wild, though. Like it's
Yo. The nigga owed his barber like 30 racks, 36 racks. He owed his dentist
yo, the
25
barber
racks.
wild too. His barber caked up, but he must be like a celebrity type barber that services top clients. So
Yeah.
He has to be. He got some, yeah, he
Hey,
got some
yo, my
businesses and
nigga.
some other shit going on.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, no, like, I'm not gonna be just like asking my teammates for money, bro. But yeah, before I get into all that fucking like that, I'ma holler at somebody. Like, hey, bro, I'm fucked up, bro. I'm fucked up.
But yo, this
That
the
nigga
I
other
was
don't.
thing
definitely
though.
betting. He was definitely betting.
He was geeking.
He
But
was
this the other
definitely
thing is
betting.
like, bro, you
It
could have,
was.
like the team provide meals and shit like that,
Keeping up with appearances, bro.
right? Like you could have skated on the cheap, but like you could have been cutting mad corners and saving yourself bread. But I just know he wasn't doing it.
hey,
He
who
could have
the
been eating. He
Yo,
could have been
he
eating
could have
team
lived like a
prepared
nigga
meals and everything.
You could
who
have
ain't
stayed
got
at the facility as long as you can. You could have been working on your game all goddamn day, nigga.
hey, who,
all a nigga needed was be able to pay rent. You feel me? As
You
long
see
as you
what
can
I
get a
said?
little apartment, good.
He wasn't paying his rent. He was living for free.
That's
Nigga
Yeah.
ain't
right.
pay his rent
That's
the
right.
entire
But
But
since
that's
the
what
time.
I'm
apartment
saying. He
was
could have
probably
stayed at the
too much,
facility.
he should have got a apartment. Yo, my nigga. Yeah, yo. I mean, at the end of the day, nigga not gonna do it. But yeah, yo, nigga should have got some regular nigga shit. You in the NBA still, bro. You can fuck all the bitches you want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? You in the NBA, bro. But live regular, yo, until you can come back up. That shit gonna be there, bro. But now you in a
Nah,
situation where you can't even get the bread.
that nigga was betting the spreads.
hey, hold on.
And
Hey,
they pulled all the tape.
Hootie and Vladi, did you hear what it was? Like how he got caught? It,
I
it
heard a
was
lot of
it was
rumors. Not
it was it was him on the ticket for rebounds, 2.5 rebounds plus 120.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. And the nigga got like 7 rebounds.
Yeah,
shit.
but Pete, he didn't have it at halftime yet, so they drop it to minus 250 at the halftime. But people were still making bets on it, and that's what raised the red flag.
Oh, because they knew it was going to hit.
Yeah, they tracked this shit. People are watching it. So if it was something like 3-pointers, he would have been easier to track because he's a shooter. But rebounds from Malik Beasley, nobody bets this shit. Why is everybody placing crazy bets on it and we dropped it and it's still getting...
And that's what it be, though. It's like, yo, niggas placing crazy bets. Niggas is placing... Niggas who usually bet $5, they bet $1,000 this time on this one bet.
What the fuck?
They like, what the hell?
Betting for rebounds of all things.
You ain't never bet this much money. And then this nigga end up getting 7 rebounds, and now I gotta pay you fucking $1,000.
Nigga
thousands back.
Yo, hit his barber, his dentist, hit everybody like, look, yo, I owe you. I'm getting 7 boards tonight, yo.
That's probably how he try to cover.
Collateral.
7.
That would make sense.
Hey, yo. Hey, man. Hey. Man.
But then I heard one little part where they was like, you know what I'm saying? So apparently, like, because of course, since the checks was getting garnished, the NBA already know this nigga is into some wild ass financial.
And that's what it is. That's what got him caught up. They already know he in some financial.
Yeah, nigga, your check getting garnished. Yo, the NBA already is just on you. But they like, why the fuck is this nigga getting his checks garnished? He ain't paying no bills to nobody. And his thing was like, it was like I said, like 4 or 5 garnishments, bro. You owe hella people bread. That shit crazy.
I'm getting these
but yo, you was right there, yo. I would have just waited. Yo, y'all gonna get y'all money, bro, but y'all gotta wait till motherfucking July.
So I get my deal.
They could, and they was on his head, bro. They was on his head. They was on his head. You feel me? And like,
waiting for a minute, Vladdy. They was probably waiting on that bread for a minute.
And they probably was waiting to like, yo, we gonna tell about your bet and shit. My nigga, where's my money?
Oh, but this the other thing I was about to say. They said yo used to be saying shit like yo, I'm hitting 4 threes tonight, bro. See if you can outdo me. Like he be in the locker room saying shit like that.
See if you can outdo me, so he can tell niggas like, yo, this nigga about to try to hit 4 threes. Yeah. Hey yo, this nigga about to try to hit.
Bet me for 3-pointers and this other nigga to go with it. Bet double.
Yes.
Bet me.
Put us both.
Bet him.
Put the over for both of us.
Yeah.
Like saying it on some slick shit though, like he trying to challenge his teammate. Like, yeah, yo, come on, yo. That's I got crazy. 3 threes in me tonight, yo. You got 4. What's up?
You wanna know what the problem is, and where niggas was probably fucking up? The people that was taking the bet, they was just going straight to the number and just taking the plus money. So like, you don't just take his over or under. You know he hitting 5 threes tonight. You just going straight to 5 threes and putting all your bread on 5 threes. And that's where it looked weird to them. Like, yo, you ain't just picked the over under. You went right to 5. You knew exactly how many threes he was going to hit tonight.
Then you seen that one look, you seen that one clip where he ran down the court full speed with 2 seconds left to get a layup and a blowout.
Yeah, and a blowout.
Nigga was running full speed with 2 seconds left.
How you get out of debt, yo? Everybody takes. That's how you get out of debt, my nigga. That is how you get out of debt.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man.
All right, man. Hey, man.
There's definitely money to be made.
Chubb, you got some thoughts, man?
Yeah, it's a question for y'all. My thoughts is a quick question for y'all. Is there anything that you believe when you were young growing up that you held on to as an adult that you still believe? So, for example, one of the things that I believed in when I was young was there was this game show I wanted to go on when I was young. I never got the chance to get on the game show, but I believe to this day, now that I'm older, I can still get on that game show and win, even at this advanced age. Is there anything that you believe when you was young that you still like believe that you got older?
What's the game show first, nigga?
The game show is this old game show Nickelodeon called Double Dare.
Oh yeah, I don't know
I still
nothing
believe I
about
could
that.
win Double Dare.
I'm familiar with Double Dare, bro.
Say it again.
I'm familiar with Double Dare.
Yeah, I still think I could get on Double Dare and win. Just some shit I believe when I was young. Or another thing like splitting poles. Let alone my friends that I know. If I'm around random people and I see somebody split a pole, I'm instantly pissed off. I'm instantly pissed off.
Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was mine right there. You feel me? Like that was the best one I had. Yeah, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Something that you
But
believe. It's
Like when
only
you
one
was
thing.
young,
I don't know
you
why.
believe in poles.
This just keep popping in my head for real. But
what is it?
that the Chinese supposed to be serving fucking Garfield and Odie for real. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
It's something that was presented to me as a kid, and I believed it. And like, yo, they have done nothing to make me not believe it. For real. Like, I only get more and more evidence.
Hey, Garfield and Odie taste good then. Straight like that.
Hey, maybe you feel me? Maybe,
Straight
but
like
you know
that.
what I'm saying. Don't tell me it's chicken.
I'm cool. Tell me it's chicken, bro. I might not be enjoying it the same if I get Garfield and Odie. You feel me? Tell me it's chicken, nigga. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that was
Odie and
something.
broccoli don't sound as good as beef and broccoli. You feel me?
And it's like, yo, I really have no concrete evidence of anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's just something I just still believe. Shit.
That's a good one. I just saw some footage of them bringing a stingray into a Chinese restaurant. Sold it to them Chinese. A big
Yeah.
ass
I think I'm
What does
only
that
going to eat.
translate into? Shrimp?
I don't know. They just brought that motherfucker in there and just like left it in there and walked out. Like sold it to him. I'll put the footage in the chat.
Yeah, I have seen evidence of that. And the one main thing is just that, like, yo, when somebody said, "Have you ever seen Chinese people eating in a Chinese spot?" and I'm like, "Nah." And that really was just like, yeah, you ever seen
Definitely
black
have.
people not eating in the
Definitely
soul
have.
food spot? You feel me? I was like, you right. You know what I mean?
Definitely
Why? If
have.
it's good soul food and it's only white people eating it, like you. But
I
yeah,
definitely didn't
I
see
know the
Chinese
answer to
people in
that, but the
Chinese
truth
spot.
ain't as good as the lie. So I'm gonna just
yeah,
let it
you feel
ride.
me? I get you. You know what I'm
It's more funny the other way.
saying?
Yeah, I mean, I know I definitely got some shit that I done held on from my youth, but I can't really think of one. And the only one I can think of is silly as shit, but it's the one that's popping up in my mind right now, so I'm gonna
You might
say
as
it.
well go ahead and share that one for real,
Yeah.
bro.
So you remember back on like back in the day, like the old toilets when you close the top, sometimes like it would rub off on the top seat, and they would like be like a little spot on it or something on the toilet seat. Maybe
Yeah.
y'all know what I'm talking about. Maybe y'all don't. But like back in the day when I was real young, like my older cousin used to bully me. I was the only boy, so she used to bully me and shit. You know what I mean? So my cousin had told me like, yeah, that spot on the toilet mean it's a snake living in the toilet. And like me being me, I believed it. So I just remember one time as a kid, we was on vacation down North Carolina, and I held my doo doo all day, yo. And my stomach was hurting so bad. And they like, yo, what's wrong with you? And I finally had to tell them. And they like, ain't no goddamn snake in that throat.
Hey, yo.
That's a good one.
North Carolina would do it because they definitely had animals and shit just
That's a
Bruh.
good one.
around everywhere.
I would have never guessed that. That's some devious.
Mm-mm.
He was young. That's wild. Yeah, I was wondering. I was wondering. That's my thoughts. Like, is there something you held on to when you was young that you carried? Not now that you're older. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But even though like my understanding has changed, I still say wrestling though. You feel me? I still say wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching wrestling since I can remember, bro. You feel me? What else?
Yeah,
What else would I
that's
watch on
real.
a What else would I watch on a Monday? You know what I'm saying? Since I was a fucking kid, when I couldn't stay up to watch the whole wrestling, to when I had to go to bed at the wrestling went off to today. You know what I'm
That
saying? Like wrestling been with me since
was a
forever.
real thing. Like,
I
all right,
love
I
it.
know you like wrestling for real, but as soon as this go off, get your ass in the bed.
Yeah,
That was real. That was a
yeah,
real thing. Shout out to moms and
yeah,
them
bro.
for real.
Yeah,
Because they
fucking
used to
fucking
let us
right.
finish that show. We wanted to watch.
That shit was ill when it started going to 11. Yo, you had to renegotiate. That shit was 11 was a tough negotiation, bro. At that time, like yo, you already was getting 10.
Listen, it was the same
I
with
used to
Monday
miss
Night
that last
Football.
hour a lot, yo.
It was
Same
the
with
same
Monday
with
Night Football.
Monday Night Football used to start at 8, then it started starting at 9.
Yeah, that's a
Like I
fact.
Hey, I ain't
remember,
gonna
like
lie. I never checked for Monday for night football. I got checked for wrestling
yeah, back in the day. I mean, I
until
was,
like grown up times.
but I remember like when Monday Night Football used to start at 8, like getting to 10 was like, all right, I'm at. I at least got to see the first half. You feel me? I got to see the first half. Once that shit started coming on at 9, I was like, look, bro, I'm not having no bedtime no more. Bedtime dead. Bedtime's just dead, yo.
Especially when you got a TV in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't even the bedtime. It's the TV off time. You feel me? Like
TV
that's
off.
the kicker.
Turn that TV.
Like,
Hey, we just turning that
come on,
motherfucker
bro.
down.
I'm
We
in
putting a
bed
sheet or
still.
something over it. You feel me? We gonna get under it. You feel me? With the sheet over it.
Hey,
You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I never forget this one time I was punished, yo. I couldn't watch TV for like 2 weeks. And my mother was out, you feel me? So I was watching TV while she was gone.
hmm
She came back in that bitch and felt the back of the TV, my nigga. That shit
Hey,
was warm.
yo.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
All right, I got one. I got one. So look right. I remember one time I was on punishment. You feel me? But like, I had the TV in my room, but like, I ain't had cable in the room. And then I had the cable was downstairs. But I used to have an NBA pass. You feel me? So, and I mean, one time I'm punished. I'm trying to like watch the end of the West Coast games. My father worked night shift though, so he used to get off at 12, but he get home at like 1. For whatever reason, this night he got home at like 12:46. You feel me? So I'm in the basement. I hear the alarm like, oh shit. So I turn the TV off. I go in the laundry room. You feel me? Cause like, all right, so my father a mechanic, so sometimes he don't. So when he come home, he might like come in the basement chill. He don't go right upstairs and get in the shower.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
might come home, eat a bowl of cereal or something. He gonna be in the basement chilling for he whatever. Bro, I slept in the laundry room on that cold ass floor, yo, waiting for this nigga to go upstairs, yo. Fell asleep in the laundry room. I don't know how long I was down there, bro. Oh, because I was trying to sneak and watch TV. Yo. I slept on the concrete floor that night, bro.
He didn't know you was there.
Nah.
Hey, man.
And like on some other shit though, it's just like, yo, imagine that. Imagine a nigga being like right there and you don't even know the whole night. You feel me? Like, that's
No, that
crazy.
can happen.
Yeah.
You just think he in his
That's
room?
why I be like, you know what I mean?
Room.
I'll be trying to feel when different energies enter the room. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Even when I sleep, I could just feel a shift in the energy.
True Bill.
Shit.
True
Don't be
Bill.
sneaking up on me. No sneaky.
It was
Well, shit,
Be a
definitely.
my
good
niggas.
segue to the next. I mean, shit. Sure, we're gonna want to spend a little bit of time on that.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say something before that though.
Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Um,
I was just
so
trying to make sure we.
yeah, you know, it's definitely about that time. Definitely about that time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have a moment of transparency. You feel me? I've been looking at the time. You feel me? I love y'all niggas. You feel me? But like sometimes, yo, I be like bringing shit to the table. I think it's going to hit and be like this really like great long conversation, and y'all niggas be like, it be real quick and be like, oh shit, I don't have no backup plan. You feel me? So it's like, yo, I've been trying to leave a space, but I ain't wanting to get awkward. Like, oh damn, niggas ain't saying shit about this shit. But before we get to that, because that's definitely important. You feel me? I just
hmm
want to say, like, yo, cookout coming up, bro. You feel me? Like, nigga been sending out the flyer. You know, a lot. I'm
Yeah.
excited. You feel me? I'm gonna keep some shit true. Bill, I got some different people saying they pulling up. I got, you feel me, a couple people that like, yeah, I'm bringing my homegirls, you feel me? And I'm really excited for my homeboys, you feel me? Because I feel like it's going to be a good time regardless, you feel me? But if it's like more
No,
like
we do.
women there that's actually turning up, my niggas going to have even more fun, you feel me? And like that shit makes me excited. So I'm looking forward to the shit, you feel me? I done did 2 little Instagram posts like who want the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. I done sent everybody pretty much the request of 1-1. And then now it's probably time for direct text messages, you feel me? To get some people out the way. But I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I know we talked about Nell, you feel me? It's crazy because Nell was taking pictures this weekend at the white
At the
party.
white party.
Yeah, so he like, oh, what's up? You feel me? It's like, yeah, I mean, but
I
Banger
mean,
had hollered at me, you feel me? And Banger is like, you feel me? He trying to come out and take some pictures, you feel me? So
yeah,
that creates a
long
different
as they
situation.
take payment on game day.
I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Banger coming out creates a different situation, you feel me? So yeah, so
So whoever we can
whatever,
look out for.
yeah, I mean, it's more of a lookout situation, you feel me? That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but shout out to my nigga Nell because he said he's still pulling up, you feel me? So I'm excited, yo. You feel me? A lot of people then commented back like, oh, it's a fire thing. Like people actually getting to the point where they're looking forward to the things for the cookout, which is cool too. So yeah, that's
Yeah, I
great.
need to go ahead and get on that for real too, because
Yeah, I need to holler at you for my shirt. You feel me? I need to holler at you for my
I'm gonna do
shirt.
that.
I ain't even gonna lie. Should I reveal my shirt right now? Should I reveal it right
Not
now since
on,
we talking about it?
not live for
You
real.
can say
Maybe
no.
the after show.
Okay. All right, say less. Say less. But I think now I think I already know what I want my shirt to be. You feel me? So yeah, I just gotta
I got an
get
idea
it
of what I
printed up.
want. I don't know if I'm gonna make it or buy it yet, and so that's why I need to make a decision.
Say less. Say less. But bro, let's go ahead and get to to the
What's going
motherfucking
on, y'all?
What up, Pig?
main topic. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
You right on. You right on time, bro. Because we
Right
get
on
into the meat and
time.
potatoes of the day.
Right
You
on
feel me?
time. Let's pod
We
now.
are we are getting to the meat and potatoes of the day. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because today, July 2nd,
Mm-hmm.
2025, we
Mm-hmm.
officially got the verdict of the Diddy trial. You
Oh
feel me?
yeah,
People did the trial.
I knew that was gonna happen.
5 counts, you feel me? Count
Mm-hmm.
number 1, Rico, not guilty. You feel
Not
me?
guilty.
Count number 2, sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, not guilty.
Not guilty.
Count number 3,
Yikes.
transporting and prostitution of Cassie Ventura, guilty.
Guilty.
Count 4, sex trafficking of Jane Doe,
Not
not
guilty.
guilty.
Not guilty.
And then count 5, transporting and prostitution of Jane Doe, guilty.
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 So Diddy ended up being only guilty of 2 of the 5 charges. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Not the RICO
Mm-hmm.
and the 2 charges that don't have a mandatory minimum sentence. You feel me?
He's gonna do 7 to
True.
8 months.
I'm gonna
Hey,
just,
man.
hold on. I want to start off with: is this what you guys expected, or are you surprised on what the verdict ended up being? I want to start with that. Peas, I'm gonna let you go
Yeah,
first. You feel
you
me?
go. You pick who go. Yeah.
First of all, I'm not surprised. It was really no case. Cassie blew that case up. It wasn't. It's no sex trafficking. She was down with it. What's the other one? Racketeering?
Mm-hmm.
The RICO.
Yeah, nah.
Rico.
Rico takes
Yeah.
more than. Yeah, nah. There's no Rico in this. To me, it was just a play on his character. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
Which we already knew he was into some freaky deaky shit anyway. So
Sure.
it was just a play for me.
Chubbs.
Who next?
Um, I'm I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. When I was tuned into what was going on for the most part, I heard good things about his defense team. Like they did a great job cross-examining and doing their job for the most part. So I figured for what he paid for that defense team, they better do their job. And if he does get hit, not crazy time. So I don't know how long he's gonna have to sit for, but I do imagine he's gonna have to sit for a time here.
Okay. Brother Hootie Matt.
Was I surprised? No. Um, through my keeping up with the cases, the case through some academics and some I am not a lawyer on YouTube for real. I didn't see the prosecution really proving what they were trying to convict this brother of. And for that matter, I think it went exactly how it was supposed to go. If you want to get him for prostitution and soliciting prostitution or transporting prostitution or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did that. But
I
all these
definitely
other
like
charges,
what you said. My fault. I definitely like what you said, and you think it went how it was supposed to go. I like that statement.
yeah, I think it totally went how it was supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying they had no case at all. You feel me? Like they had some case. The problem was is like y'all presented it at a greater soul like a grand level that, you know what I mean, you had to prove all that shit
The
and
overcharge.
overcharged the shit out of them. And that's why we got the verdicts that we have, you feel me? And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he's able to come home on time, sir. I just seen something recently. I just read something probably about 13
Hold on,
minutes
hold on.
before the show
Hold on.
started.
Before we get to the most recent updates,
All right,
I
go
want
ahead.
to get Louis. You feel me? Your input on were you surprised and what the verdict ended up being?
I wasn't surprised today that the verdict was not guilty, but if you would have asked me like when shit dropped, then I would say yeah, I'm surprised. And the only reason I'm saying that is because like yo, a Fed case used to mean something, yo. The feds is phony at their job these days, bro. They don't be proving nobody guilty. They be having all this supposed evidence. Like, bro, when you put a nigga on trial, it's supposed to be because you had the evidence to prove that nigga guilty. If not, why the fuck is you wasting my tax dollars charging this nigga? So,
No, they
like, I'm just.
usually have overwhelming evidence.
That's how it used to be.
Overwhelming evidence.
So
You
I'm just.
on
Yeah, I'm just.
But
recordings.
but
And I'm assuming that that's what they would have had because they was
Hold on,
doing all these raids and we got all this
P.
evidence and we got this, that, and the third. So when that happened, I'm like, oh damn, like this about to be what it is. But just like the thug case, it's like, yo, these niggas didn't do a good job of, you know what I mean? Because we all know Diddy has definitely done some shit, and you couldn't prove. Like, come on, bro, this is a
but
horrible, this is a horrible
let
job.
me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Being that I'm from New York, right?
Hmm.
So you know a lot of rap industry back in the days was like catered to New York. The stories about Diddy been out there. Everything they saying, this shit is not even like this shit is old. Like this is nothing. So everything they was saying from the New York point of perspective, I'm saying
No,
it
it's the
was just
word.
like
It's not just New York.
Hold on,
We knew.
Let me
Okay, go
answer
ahead,
because
peace.
yeah, go ahead.
Did he freeze?
it. Look at it, what they're saying, far as sex trafficking, nigga. If you talk to a girl on Facebook or on the internet and you trying to smash whatever you was doing that's the same damn thing. So it really wasn't nothing that he was doing to where you be like, damn, all right, they got a case. They got like
All right,
it
so hold
it
on,
was just
bro. Yeah,
nothing.
man. Hold on, bro. Because before we get to that kind of part of the conversation, you feel me? I
Yeah.
do want to have an opportunity to answer the same question that I asked. You feel me?
All right, good.
Especially considering the fact that everybody said they wasn't surprised. You feel me? I've been very in
I said
tune
I
like
was though,
with the
but
case. But I ain't hear you say that. My apologies. You feel me? I ain't hear you say it at all. But you know what I'm saying? I definitely was surprised. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was surprised. Now, this could be like a little trauma from like the Tory Lanez case, you feel me? Because in getting the information I was getting from watching people on, you know what I mean, social media post about it, I definitely did not think he was going to be found guilty. You feel me? So, and watching this case, and this is why I said what I said about Shell's statement. What I feel like what was supposed to happen did happen. You feel me? But my reliability on people to really evaluate these cases based on what the charge is and what the evidence is if is presented, you feel me? My confidence in that is not high. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't think that people were going to be able to get past seeing the video from the hotel in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? And some of the outlandish acts that people might have perceived. You feel me? I didn't know if those drawers were going to be able to do that. You feel me? To really judge it fairly, in my honest opinion. So I was
Can I say one
definitely
thing
surprised.
pertaining to what you're saying, especially about the jury? If I'm correct, and somebody can like, what I heard is, and I didn't fact check this, it was 9 men on the jury. 9 men. Feel me? So I think that actually has something to do with it because we all men here and we all felt like, yo, they overcharging him.
But like, see,
I ain't gonna
in the
lie. When it comes to a jury, pardon me real quick, Lloyd. When it comes to a jury, like me personally, I'm definitely probably always looking at race more than I am gender. Me personally. Me
I
personally.
do get it. I do get that it is race first, but then it's gender second.
Yeah,
Definitely
yo, but
gender.
if you got 4 black people out of a 12-person jury, how many white men is that? I think that when they replace the black man with the white man, that made 5 white male jurors. You feel me?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, I don't necessarily think me personally. I'm not saying
Right.
you wrong. For me personally, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'm relying on 5 white male jurors to be unbiased against a black male millionaire billionaire. I
And I
don't think
do, and
so.
I feel
And
you on that.
me personally.
I feel you on that, and the only reason I like have any kind of like pushback, you feel me, will feel like they have some type of like sympathy, not sympathy, but they got some type of understanding of him being just freaky. Yo, that was white nigga activity. Cuckolds and having other niggas fuck your wife and shit like that. That's white nigga activity, in my opinion. You feel me? I don't
Mhm.
know no black niggas that's with that type of shit.
Did he?
I only hit, and that's why it was such a
But
it's a
he
cut
got
your
taught that.
pearls moment, no diddy.
He got taught that. It was the
By
other.
who?
They said the dude, because he started as an intern. So they
hey,
said the guy that he was under on the intern was doing the same thing he was doing. That's where
Andre
he learned
Harrell.
it from.
nah, he
That's what
got
they
taught that
said.
by
That's
his
what they
mother.
said.
I thought he got learned that from Clive Davis.
His
He got
mama.
taught that
It
by
was
his mother.
one
They
of
said
them.
his mother used to have freak offs in Harlem in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that
Word?
too.
I
You
didn't hear
see
that.
that
Yeah.
I
right
didn't hear
there?
that
Oh
part.
hell yeah.
But you see that?
Yeah, I heard
But
that part.
Oh
that's
yeah.
my issue right there. You say it's by the nigga who mentioned on him, which should be Andre Harrell. You saying you heard Clyde Davis? You feel me? Like, how can we say any of that is true? Now the shit with his mother, if it's real people who can testify to, not necessarily testify in court, but testify in the sense of
Yeah,
acknowledge
I
that,
have
yeah,
seen
he
people who
used to be
said they
freak
was around.
offs, then that makes sense to
Yeah,
me. And
yeah, and I think
I never
that's the
heard
most thing that makes the most sense.
What?
I've heard, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that
You
makes
know what
the
I'm
most sense.
saying?
Like he learned it from his mother, who was really his aunt, and I heard all types of crazy stories. For real.
So that's one of my many issues with this shit, right? You feel me? Especially now this shit is over to an extent. Let me go with one of my many issues. You feel me? It's like you hear like people, you know what I'm saying, have like all these sympathetic reasons, you feel me, for like the victims, you know what I'm saying? Which is respectful. And then but it's also this initiative that goes on to increase the awareness for mental health, right?
Right.
And it's like, it's just funny to me that people like the things you just don't hear sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, clearly with the shit that was going on with Diddy, you feel me? Like, does this not have some kind of acceptation of mental health involved in this shit? You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's not a valuable perspective, you feel me? It's
I
only
think
gotta
it,
be one way, yo. It's
I
only gotta
think
be
I
one
think
way.
it's definitely mental health. I think it's also substance abuse. You feel me? I think that's one of the main things for real. The substance abuse to where it's like everything that y'all trying to prove to the aggressiveness, all this other shit is, you know what I mean? What's happening when the nigga was fucked up and it was that time, like perform.
But
We
that go
all
back
getting lit.
that go
Why you
back to
acting
my
like this right now?
that go back to my whole original point when like niggas asked me was I shocked that he was found guilty or not. And that's why I said for me, I was because yo, at the end of the day, they ain't really charge him with nothing that was crazy. Like yo, they was so hung up on the nigga being a freak, bro.
That
You
was that. It
so
was a.
hung
As soon as I seen 1,000 baby O's, I was like, "Where are the tapes?"
right.
I thought we
Supposedly
was
they had
really
the
going to get some concrete evidence of some celebrities doing freak offs and being crazy. I thought
bro,
that was really going to happen.
like they
There was
ain't
none of
even
that.
like yo, they could have even
None of that.
focused on more like other like the Kid Cudi shit and the shit like yo, that's a real crime. Did this nigga really blow up a nigga car? I don't care if that nigga letting a nigga
Yes.
fuck his bitches, bro.
Hey, yo, but they saying that he
Yes.
didn't though.
I mean, he may
They
not
saying
have.
it might have been one or two bitches that did it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like when the initial thing happened, like it was supposed to be all these other more charges and all this other more
Yo,
serious
this nigga
evidence.
Louis definitely thought this nigga was going to jail because Louis
Yeah.
was ready. He was ready for all the two. He said, "Yo, we gonna find out who killed Tupac. We gonna find out who killed Biggie."
Yeah, yo.
Like he
Niggas
said
spent the
all of
whole
that shit
yo,
for real.
niggas spent the whole trial talking about
He ain't find out shit. And I
You
told
know
him
what
that.
I'm saying?
I told him that, yo. I
He ain't
told you
find
that
out
shit was not gonna
nothing.
have nothing to do with nothing.
bro,
You know
they
what
spent
you
the whole
found out?
yo,
You
they
know what
spent
you
the whole
found out, my
trial
nigga?
talking about
You know
yo,
what you
him letting
no,
niggas
hold
hit
up,
his
hold up.
bitch.
You know what you found out, my nigga? Let's
Then
be real. Cause
I
cause
didn't
to
find
what
out
P
nothing.
said, to what P said, niggas already had like innuendos and
Yeah,
We
I ain't
you
find
did.
know
out
what
nothing.
niggas this what niggas found out.
Nothing.
Niggas found out that the nigga like for his bitch to get nutted in and then he rub the shit
Yes.
on his nipples.
Yes,
That's
we
what niggas
found out
found out.
how freaky he really is.
That's what we found out, my nigga.
And that
That's
he
probably
gay.
the
You
only
feel me?
thing
It's like,
niggas was
yo,
surprised by.
all right, Diddy, yo, you confirmed that you gay for real. You know what I'm saying? You gay,
Hey yo, I'm
bro.
not doing that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm not doing that. I ain't
Now
gonna
you
lie.
ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do
I
that.
ain't gonna lie.
But
You feel me?
I'm
I
in
mean,
my
we having
mind.
we having a conversation, and like nigga, like, a lot of people stand with that. You feel me? But it's just like
Mm,
yo, you know what it is for me, bro.
that's too
And
crazy
all
for
the shit,
me, bro.
and all the shit we heard, right? With all the
Hmm.
shit we heard,
Hold on,
yo
fellas,
had a
fellas. I have to go real quick. Do something for
Yeah.
okay.
baby. It's been good. I'm gonna hit y'all right back
All right,
if y'all
bro.
still on.
All
All right,
right, we
bro.
holla.
All right,
Y'all have a
bro.
good night.
Well,
4th of July.
All right,
Mhm.
peace.
All right,
appreciate you.
Shay, yo.
Nigga,
Like,
fuck my whole train of thought. Like, what was I saying?
nah,
Talk
we
about
talking
this
about
nigga.
like, yo, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So look, so this is my thing. You feel me?
holiday shells working.
Hey
Go ahead.
yo, the yo, my nigga. Don't get me wrong. This taking the nut from a nigga out at bitch and rubbing your nipples, yo. That shit is definitely like a gay ass thing to do. You feel
It's
me? Don't get
gay,
me wrong.
yo. It's
Don't get
like
me
yo.
wrong.
It's like
Don't get me
yo.
wrong,
Any
yo.
justification is kind of
Hey, but
crazy.
listen,
I tried
but
to
it's
do
like,
that. I tried
yo,
to justify it, bro. I can't.
the nigga is clearly so freaky. Like, I don't know. Because this is the thing. Yo clearly had like mad opportunities to do something with a man, and you never heard that shit. So as weird as you feel me, I might perceive that shit to be, that shit just really might be super freaky because it ain't no story about him doing shit with no nigga, bro. And I can't call him gay, yo, because he
Hey,
that could have came out. I can't call him gay. You know what I'm
I
He's
saying?
think that
definitely curious.
no, listen. I think it's a distinction between gay and homosexual. He's not homosexual, but that shit is definitely gay.
Gay. All right. I'm
Don't
with you on
say
that.
that shit.
He's
He's
not a
not a homosexual.
homosexual,
He's
but
not a
that shit
If
is
we
homosexual.
gay, my nigga.
differentiating, then I will take part in that differentiation.
He's
But
definitely the F word for real.
without that being presented, my nigga, like that's my perspective. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm with.
I
I
wouldn't do
like,
that. And
and
what I
that's what
just
I
said, there
mean.
was some
That's
gay ass
what I
shit he
mean.
did.
Cause like you're right, and that's where I'm at with it. And it's like, yo, it was so like the shit was so gay to do for real. I gotta just call you gay, bro. Like you just gay for me.
I mean, hey yo,
And man, it's like it was so
I
gay,
will
bro. It was
comfortably,
so close to the
accept Louis' summary. I will
that.
comfortably accept that.
Yeah,
Let me get
and
into
it's
this though
like,
before hold on, let me get into this, Hootie, you feel me?
yeah, go ahead.
Because you know, we getting down to that thing. All right.
I just wanted to say it's okay to be gay.
Yeah, true indeed, my nigga. Whatever you want to do. So in the midst of a million things I want to say, and I'm now mad that like we did start it so late. Yo, but I did see this comment on Facebook, you feel me? And it says it's a bunch of deadbeats with daughters that are excited that Diddy charges were dropped, you feel me? And by drop, you feel me? I guess you feel me.
Hmm.
Saying like he wasn't found guilty of.
All the charges.
Hey yo, this case has been so beneficial in showing me the thought processes of women.
Okay, in what way? Let's dive deep into that.
From two different perspectives, you feel me? Because yo, I have seen the thought process of the logical woman, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I have seen the thought process of the emotional woman. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And the emotional woman includes women who have been like victims of some kind of abuse or have in some way been directly affected by that. You know what I'm saying? I can't reiterate enough, you know what I'm saying, that no guy, no man that I know and respect, you feel me? Starting with the guys on this show, you feel me? Look at a video of Puff beating on Cassie in the hallway and say that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's gotta be an understanding that this is not what this trial was about. You know what I'm saying? And it's wrong to try to criticize men or jump on men who simply were looking at what he was on trial for, what was presented, and if it made sense for him to be found guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? I seen something like academics had posted of another reporter. You feel me? And I guess like yo, she had to be a victim of some kind of abuse. You feel what I'm saying? And again, like I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. Like a lot of the shit that Diddy was doing, I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? And regular everyday people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't condone domestic violence. You feel what I'm saying? I've never done it. Yo, but I can't say I don't have friends who I don't know who haven't been in situations where shit got physical. You know what I'm saying? Um, and those situations probably were more like circumstantial, you know what I'm saying, than the egregious thing that we seen on the video, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't say all that shit to say like niggas feeling like Diddy shouldn't have been found guilty of a RICO and some of these charges that were presented does not equal to niggas not thinking that it was things that he did that wasn't wrong. And it's fucked up, you feel me? That like this is just a natural response, you feel me? And this shit literally like why I had to show my nigga because we all go through like different shit, you feel me? So it's like why you do what you do may be different from why I do what I do because what we've been through. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we as men don't get the same like benefits out here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when we are accused of shit, we are instantly convicted of whatever we were accused of. You feel me? From small things to large things, you know what I'm saying? And like, so yeah, when you got a situation like this with a man on trial, as men, like we looking at it for exactly what it is. It's a trial. And we looking at what's being presented and do the things that is being presented add up to what a nigga being charged with. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, yo, because yo, like, and I'm taking it all the time, yo. But it's like,
You good?
yo, a nigga, like, I be feeling guilty, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because like I'm looking at this shit logically, you feel me? But I do understand to see these women like that be like so emotional about the situation, you feel me? I get it, like y'all been through shit, but it's like it's fucked up for you to just say like a nigga don't care about women because he don't think Puff was guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not the situation. You know
That
what I'm
shit all a
saying? And
test, bro.
that's what I
It's
see,
a
you feel
test.
me?
It's just a test,
But
yo. That's just what I'm gonna do. But yeah, go
I
ahead.
feel
Go
you.
finish.
But yeah, yo,
Man,
you feel
I'm
I
just
really
testing
took the
you,
last
bro.
I took the last of the time, my nigga, but that shit really just like it's like, yo, I'm glad that the verdict was what it was, you feel me? Because what that did was, you feel me, it validated what I already felt. You know what I'm saying? So it made me less affected by those kind of comments because and yo, this is the court of law. You know what I'm saying?
And
When it
that's
come to Cassie, when it come to Cassie, she chose the way she wanted to approach the situation for what mattered to her. She went with a civil suit. She got money, what she asked for. You feel me? The nigga was getting charged with some whole other shit. He took accountability for that situation, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Diddy ain't free, but Diddy on his way home. You feel me? And shout out to that because the prosecution should have did a better job. But in the meantime, my niggas, I'm sorry I took all the time in between time. Let's try to be a little better to the world. So maybe the world might be a little better to you. TraMatic. Whoop.